3. And the theme of this meeting tonight is a gift. We spoke about that. And I asked our speakers to finish this sentence. I will never forget when I was given. And Moritz said, I'll never forget when I was given my first computer with Windows 95. And his speech is about having a dream and seeing it crushed. But Moritz has an evaluator who is Ernest. Welcome.
The first speaker is going to deliver the third speech. Get to the Point project focuses on two kinds of purposes, general one and specific. General purpose focuses on of intent and can be persuasive, entertaining, and informative or inspiring. On the other hand, specific purpose goes from a general one, and in one sentence shows what we as an audience will achieve afterwards. And this kind of purposes will help us, and Moritz will help Moritz boost his confidence and also organize his speech and us understand how his country reached their objectives in Anno 2006. Moritz?
Dreams. Dreams are what makes life exciting, right? You can follow them, you can chase them, you can try to live them. But sooner or later, we all have to face an inconvenient truth. Sooner or later, we all figure out that not every dream actually becomes reality. Now, this can happen in a variety of ways that we figure that out. It can be unanswered love. It can be that we don't get into our dream university. It can be that we get fired from our dream job. But when that devastating experience happens to us, it can be quite soul-crushing. To me, that happened too. In 2006, on the 4th of July, around 11:20 p.m. Let me set the stage here. 2006, I was 18 years old. I was about to graduate from high school, just got my driver's license, and I was obsessed with the upcoming World Cup that was gonna happen in Germany. For almost 4 years, I had envisioned that moment. I had envisioned Germany winning the World Cup in their own country. I even had a spreadsheet with more than 1,000 days where I would meticulously cross off every single day, waiting for the big event. Now, I was certain that my dream would become reality. I was certain that this was bound to happen. It just seemed right to me. But actually, the critics were not so positive. The critics said, the team doesn't have the right quality, the trainer doesn't know what he's doing, and also a lot of pretty bad games happened before the tournament itself. But still, that didn't matter to me. I had a dream. And actually, Germany proved me right in the beginning. They did very well in the group stage. They won all 3 matches and they advanced to the next round, the round of 16. By doing so well, they actually created a wave of euphoria in the entire country. It swept the nation, and more people started to buy into my dream. More and more people started to think that this could actually become true, something that I knew from the very beginning. In the round of 16, Germany had to face Sweden. And in something that journalists would later call maybe the best 20 minutes ever played by a German national team, Germany quickly gained a 2-0 lead. Sweden actually never managed to recover from that, and Germany advanced to the quarterfinals. Now in the quarterfinals, Argentina was waiting for Germany. And Argentina was a strong opponent. They were about the best team in the tournament so far, and it was pretty certain that they would win. That's what everyone thought. But I was certain that my dream was bound to happen. I was certain that Germany would actually move on up until the final in Berlin. So even when the game happened and Argentina scored the 1-0 at the beginning of the second half, I was not even shocked. I was sure that something would work out and that something would happen to turn this around. I even felt like this was only setting the stage for a great comeback for the German team. So when Miroslav Klose equalized the goal that Argentina had scored in the 80th minute, that was no surprise to me. I was expecting that to happen because I had a dream. The game actually went into overtime after 90 minutes, and even though both teams were fighting really hard, they tried to score and there were chances on both sides, none of them managed to score in the overtime. So the game went into penalty shootouts. And as it so happens, when Germany plays the penalty shootout, Germany won and they moved to the semifinals. Now by then an entire nation had bought into that dream. 82 million people believed that Germany would actually take that trophy home. But in the semifinals they had to face Italy, and it turned out that Italy was a worthy opponent. They were very strong, they had a rock solid defense, and they had strikers that were very fast and very strong. The German team did their best to fight their advances off time and time again, but you could see that they're struggling. This game also went into overtime, and after 90 minutes, it was still 0-0. In the overtime, Italy became even stronger. They had chance after chance, and with the support of the German fans, the German team managed to keep them away from their goal as far as possible. But it seemed like they were almost about to crack. Then the 118th minute came around. This was 2 minutes away from the penalty shootout. It seemed like Germany had made it into the penalties where they were almost invincible. But there was one last corner for Italy. Alessandro Del Piero set the ball down, he steered, and he shot. The ball reached Mario Grosso, and even though Schweinsteiger sprinted there to block the shot, he was too late. Grosso managed to score into the long corner and right into my heart. I knew that there was no way Germany was going to come back from that. It was the 120th minute, so the game was basically over, and soon the referee actually ended the match. I felt so crushed. I felt like I was betrayed. I felt like something that I had been looking forward to for 4 years and that I was so certain that it was bound to happen had come to a sudden end. That night I cried a lot and I drank even more. I could not understand how this could have happened. I was so certain that this was my dream and it was bound to happen. But I actually also learned a very important life lesson. I learned that not everything that we want to become true will actually become true. And when that happens, we need to have something to bounce back. We can either find a new dream and just work towards something else. We can also just try another angle, try to find another way to reach our dream. And then there's a third option. We can just be patient and hope that eventually everything will work out. Actually, Germany did win the World Cup eventually. It was in 2014, it was in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and I was in the stadium.